Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I feel like I actually ended up getting more done today, and so it feels like a Tuesday. But guys, I don't know if you guys can tell behind me, actually, if you guys have seen back there recently. It has been messy back there. My desk has been messy. The floor is still a little bit messy right now. I need to still clean up a little bit in here, but I put down on my planner today I wanted to try and get to cleaning my room. So I ended up at least partially getting to most of it. I wanted to like dust and kind of like move things around so I could actually clean behind things. Try and actually vacuum like under my bed, because there's, you know, I can vacuum just like the in front of my bed, but there's actually like dog hair that gets blown full on under the bed, and I have like totes, like, you know, my bed is raised so I can use storage underneath it, which is really awesome. But the part that stinks is that, again, there's stuff underneath there, so I need to clean it out and you know, be able to clean underneath it. And so yeah, that's it. It's nice because everything is in bins, you know, so it's just I gotta pull them out and, you know, dust them off and then vacuum all the stuff out. So that's the good part to it, but the bad part is that there's stuff underneath there and I need to clean underneath it. And so that's what I wanted to full on be able to do today, along with, again, cleaning some of my shelves and stuff like that, just a little decluttering and things. And so again, that was one of the things I wanted to get to today, and I didn't entirely get to all of that. So I had some books and things like that that were kind of sitting all over here, and again, there was papers, like I had a lot of sales papers that I come back from the grocery store after we'd be done grocery shopping, and I just leave the stuff on my desk, and so I had a nice pile full of stuff that needed to, again, be gone through and things like that. But my books are up, back up on my shelf. I have another shelf probably in here, and put some stuff like, you know, I play video games in my room. I have my Xbox One in here. You know, I have some games in here, you know, I want some of that stuff to be kept on that shelf, and again, maybe some of my other like electronic computer like things and stuff like that. And two, I've got, like right now, I've got my little Lego figures that I built from Christmas last year, and they're sitting on my desk. I was like, I don't know, I don't like having a lot of clutter on my desk because I like to keep my desk dusted, especially often, and it's hard to do that when there is just like little cluttery things all over the place. So I really try and I don't want to have that there. It's easier for me if I'm like, okay, I'm going to dust the shelf off, but you know, then I can just move the stuff around. You know, I have a plan of doing that, but sometimes I will just kind of dust off my desk, and it's hard to do that when there's stuff on my desk. And I feel like, I think I've told you guys this, clutter attracts more clutter. If I have just little things that are left on my desk, then sooner or later that starts to turn into a lot of little things that get left on my desk. And so I want it to have a actual permanent home and it not just be sitting on my desk. So that's one thing. And then two, because like this shelf has got some of my, I have pop figures, a couple of games and things like that on there as well. And I want to take them maybe off of there and put them on that new shelf. So maybe that's actually something I'm gonna look into at Menards this week. And then I can paint that from the paint. I still have some of the blue paint that's the same color as my shelves in the garage that I will maybe paint those blue. Hopefully I have some, and hopefully it's not dried up, so that would stink, because then I don't know what to do if that comes down to it, and it is like something ended up happening, or, you know, again, it is, you know, it should be sealed, but you know, and we painted 2 or 3 years ago, so I'm gonna kind of assume hopefully it's not too bad. But you know, as long as it is okay, I will paint that. If not, I might take the shelves down and actually repaint them white, because I realized they kind of blend into the wall a little bit, which I am not a huge fan of now that I kind of have had them up for a while. I'm almost kind of rethinking of, like I said, maybe painting them white just to make them pop a little bit more, because again, they do kind of just like, they they sink into, they're blue, they're the same color as the wall, they sink into the wall. And so, you know, I have my trim around is all white, my bed's white, my door is white also, you know, so I want to have a little bit more. And I have like my bulletin boards that I did in the white fabric, but I want something that maybe pops a little bit more. So again, I'm thinking of that possibly, and doing a like I said, a white if I can't, because I could just buy some, like not even a full gallon, just a smaller, you know. Honestly too, I think we might have some. The only thing is that my white that I used for my bedroom is an ultra high gloss. I think that my parents, when they painted the living, or the kitchen, I believe it is a high gloss maybe, or a semi gloss. So I don't want it to look more flat than what my room currently looks like, because I love how like glossy it looks, and it kind of reflects the light and stuff like that, which was something that when we went to go and get the blue paint, I let the guy convince me not to get that, just because it makes the light reflect off of like a high gloss or a semi-gloss. No, actually maybe the wall is a semi-gloss, but I wanted to get it, I think, in high gloss, and he was like, oh, you probably don't want to do that because then it's gonna make it all like reflective and stuff like that. But I like how the white looked, and it's super easy to clean too. The blue isn't that bad to clean either, but the white is like, you know, and the white gets dirtier too. You can definitely notice it a lot faster because it is, you know, like white, so any type of dirt that's on there is way more noticeable. The blue is a light color, so that's why too I think it's a little bit of noticeable, but you know, it's nice that the white part is so easy to clean. So again, I got convinced that we should get that, but I would probably just get a small, like I wouldn't need a full gallon if I was just gonna paint repaint the shelves. So that's a possible option of what I might wind up doing, is repainting the shelves. The other thing too is that I know we were kind of looking into the shelves at Menards, and the thing was that I would like to have ones that are a little bit deeper. Now the thing is too, guys, I actually maybe hung these not the way they should have been hung. So the top one is actually like deeper, like going that way. It's a little bit deeper than the other two at the bottom. And so that, and I think the one at the top and this one are the same like depth, maybe actually no, I don't know. But regardless, I think that it's a little bit deeper, like, so that one actually sticks out a little bit further. And so I probably should have actually done that one on the bottom, the other one on the top. So again, if I wind up actually redoing that and changing things up just a tad bit, I love the placement of them though. I wouldn't want to move them around, but I want another one. The only thing is that these ones, the one that I have, the 4 shelves I have in my room already, they're beveled on 3 sides. The one that my dad was looking at Menards, the kind they have, is only beveled like in the front, so it doesn't have, the sides aren't beveled. That's what he said. That was during COVID though, when he was looking, you know, in lockdown, and he was the only one that was going out to the grocery store. He looked just by himself, because I was thinking of like, oh, could I do a project in my room, you know, when we were in lockdown and everything like that. And he ended up saying that they didn't have any that were all beveled, like pretty much all the way around with the exception of the wall side, that they only had it where it was beveled in the front. And I was like, well, I kind of want ones that are gonna all match, like, you know, so it doesn't look super weird. But if it doesn't look like, you know, obviously I can make that judgment when I'm there. I think I've said this now a couple times, and every time I've forgotten. So I want to do it though, just because again, I do have extra clutter that's in my room right now that I'm like, you know, and I have super empty wall space, especially on that wall, and I've been wanting a shelf, so again, to put some things on there. So that's, like I said, my thought process would be to get that shelf, but I know I've said that a couple times and I keep forgetting. I also went through my old purse finally. I know it's been a couple weeks now since I've had my new purse, so I got rid of my old purse, went through it and put the stuff that was in that one, and went through, because not all the stuff was gonna fit, but there was some like random stuff. I had like a bunch of pens in my old purse too. I was like, I probably only need one, you know, and I had like a notepad and a couple of other things that now I downsized purses, so my new one's a little bit smaller. I didn't have all the same amount of room for all that stuff. So I went through that. I had a small stack of clothes that were on my desk chair that I need to actually put away. There was, again, a handful of other things too, and then I combined all the books because I had books that were on my desk, on this little table, on that one too. So I got all that stuff put together, put it all away at the same time. There was some magazines, there was some stuff that didn't even belong in my room, so I got everything all put away everywhere where it belonged. I did laundry today, dishes I edited and uploaded as well. So I got done to everything today, which was really nice and really awesome. But the other thing too is that, like, it's fall. I normally kind of start getting, once the weather starts changing into a little bit more of a nesting sort of, you know, like period where it's like, let's bake and cook, and, you know, I like sweet smelling candles, you know, in the fall, and fall scented candles, and, you know, can't burn a candle when you have no room to put it on your desk. And there's a whole bunch of other clutter all over the place. So, you know, just kind of like that homey feeling, like, you know, I like having that in the fall. And again, you know, my room has been a little bit messy and chaotic. There's still some stuff on the floor. There's some dog toys. I have a couple of newspapers I needed to go through and get the inserts out of. Again, there's some little things here and there, but for the most part, a lot of my stuff is picked up. I think I'm going to wash my bedding tomorrow too, and just, you know, I have the bathroom to clean tomorrow, so that's why today I really wanted to focus on getting my room cleaned. That was on my planner for today. So again, I got to a good portion of it, but I didn't finish all of it because I woke up late today. I actually went to bed early last night, but I think because I fell asleep super late on Saturday night. I don't think I fell asleep until 3 or almost 4 o'clock. It was something crazy. And then I ended up waking up at like 8 o'clock on Sunday. So I only got like, I think maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So I think I was just really tired. And then I went to bed early last night, but I woke up late today. And so I didn't get a whole ton of time, actually, like a good chunk of time to be able to be like, I'm going to dedicate to getting this done. Because by the time I had finished editing the second vlog for today, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna go and clean. And then I was like, okay, I cleaned for like a couple hours, and then I was like, oh, it's dinner time. And I skipped lunch actually, because I just had breakfast because I woke up so late, and then kind of skipped lunch, and then was like, okay, I'm really hungry now, I need to have dinner. And then ended up watching TV, and now it is 11 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what, it's, you know, I ended up spending maybe two or 3 hours watching TV, but like I wasn't gonna most likely spend one quick hour trying to still clean my room. And then I was like, well, I'll just get to what I can tomorrow then, I guess, you know, because it was kind of too late already. So yeah, that's probably gonna be the plan. But yeah, I have the bathroom to clean tomorrow, and then hopefully if that doesn't take too long and I can get that done quick, then I can get to also the, you know, like I said, cleaning in here again. So I think what I'm going to do is really try and focus on getting that shelf, because that's one of the big things that I really want to get this week and get put in, you know, and painted and all that kind of stuff, at least at some point this week, so that I can again hang, you know, or put my things on there that I want off of other places, because I feel like sometimes maybe that's what also attributes a little bit, because like over here, this whole section sort of over in this area is kind of a hot mess, because I have some like magazines over there. I've got, again, like the shelf does not hold all of the video games that I have on there, and so there's just a lot of it. Like I'm like, I really actually probably need to put all of it in the same place. So I'm gonna go through that and figure out what I can and can't do as far as that goes. So you know, like I said, that's like one of the areas where I'm like, I probably need to like vacuum back there, figure out if there's anything laying on the floor underneath this little shelf or anything like that, and kind of go through that. But it's kind of, again, it's a hot mess and it's a cluttery mess, and so that's why it's one of the things that I need to go through. And I want to move this stuff though, because it doesn't fit there. You know, if it doesn't fit, you know, everything, for me, everything needs to have a home. It can't just be thrown in places and thrown around and stuff like that, because then I get really unorganized. So I need to have a home for everything. So if it does have a home, then I can put it away where it belongs, and it won't be a cluttery mess anymore. So yeah, that's, like I said, one of my biggest probably goals would be to get that. So we'll see what I can get done tomorrow too, but happy guys. I feel like my room is just a little bit cleaner, a little bit lighter. You know, like there's always kind of this like stress I feel like when I see clutter and mess, and when it's not as cluttery and messy, it's a little bit better. There's still stuff in places where I'm like, I need to move this and I need to, you know, put this stuff away and things like that, but it's a lot better than it probably was. Because yeah, it was a little messy. So anyways, I'll see you guys all on tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.